Hi guys. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am filming a video that today I'm filming my favorite, my hair is killing me. Today I'm filming my favorite drugstore and high-end foundations. I've never filmed this before and I got the idea yesterday. If you would like to see what my favorite drugstore and high-end foundations are, just keep on watching. Leave me comments down below and let me know what your favorite foundations are and maybe I'll try them next. I'm going to go over my favorite foundations and the way I prime my skin and the tools I use to apply them. So yeah, don't forget to come follow me on my social media. It will be listed down below. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Subscribe to my channel because that would mean so much to me. Okay, I hope this lighting isn't weird. I am filming, let's see what time it is. It is 3:10 and the light in my filming room is like, I have my blinds all the way up. I don't have a ring light. I use natural lighting. I hope the lighting isn't too weird. My highlight is still popping though, so that's all that matters. Let's be honest. My hair is like getting on my nerves today because I curled it. Well, I washed it and then I curled it today, so it's like super clean. So it just like wants to just fall all over the place and yeah. So anyways, let's start off with drugstore foundation. I just have 3. So my first favorite drugstore foundation is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. Are you focused? Foundation, and I'm in the color Nude Ivory. The only thing that I don't like about this foundation is it smells like paint. I do apply this. Let me bring out both of them. My beauty blenders are super dirty, so you're gonna have to excuse that. But I'll either apply it with my Real Techniques Miracle Sponge or the Real Techniques Diamond Sponge. And I really like this foundation. Like I said, the only thing that turns me off is the scent because it smells like paint. I really do like the applicator. I also, it's like this is what the applicator looks like. And I just take it and I like smear it on my face. Yeah, this foundation is really, really good. I use the concealer, the Photo Focus concealer as well with this foundation. And the 2 primers I use under all these foundations, except for a few, are the Lorac Porefection Mattifying Primer and then the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. So these are the 2 primers that I use under all these foundations except for the 2, and I'll explain to you why I don't use these primers under the 2. So yeah, I really like this foundation. It's really, really good. It's a good drugstore foundation. I know Casey Holmes raves about this foundation a lot. So yeah, I highly recommend this. The next foundation that I really liked when it first came out, and then here recently I just picked back up on it and I don't really care for it much anymore. I noticed that it clings to my dry spots around my nose and I don't like that. And it is the NYX Total, what is this? Total Drop Foundation. I'm in the shade Light, and I do have the brush. Let's see, where is she? I do have the brush that came with it. This is what I use to apply. This foundation, I do not use the Smashbox or the Lorac primers under just because I don't feel like I need a primer. I have used this all the way down to like probably like below 3/4 of this. I mean, yeah, it's a good foundation. If you have really dry skin though, I would stay clear from this foundation, and I typically don't get dry around my nose, but here recently I have been. I don't know if it's the weather change or what it is. But I would say if you do have really dry skin and you do want to wear this, I would definitely put on a good moisturizer before you put this on. That's just my personal preference. But yeah, I do like this. I believe it's around like 14 bucks. I got mine at Ulta. And yeah, so I would recommend this, but here recently I've just been kind of on the fence with it. I don't wear it as much as I used to anymore. The last drugstore foundation, and it is drugstore. You can find it at Target. It is a little bit more pricier for drugstore, and it's a little bit of a lighter coverage foundation. It's really good for the summertime, and this shade is actually too dark for me, but it's the number 7 Stay Perfect foundation. It says for all skin types, medium coverage, non-stop complexion perfection, SPF 15 all day wear. So I really need to get this in my shade because I really like this foundation. I put it on the other day and it was just so dark for me, but it is such a gorgeous medium finish. It would be perfect for the summertime just to throw something on if you're not wanting something too heavy and too full coverage. I usually like a full coverage face, but some days I don't want to cake my skin down with a lot of makeup, so I will go in with a lighter foundation or just use a little bit of concealer if my skin is cooperating the right way. But yeah, I would highly recommend this foundation. Like I said, I just can't wait right now because it is too dark for me and it is in Warm Ivory. So moving on to higher end foundations. These two I am so obsessed with. They're by the same brand. They're both by Clinique. As you can tell, I've literally flattened this bad boy out. It is the Clinique Stay Matte Oil Free Makeup Foundation. I'm in the color Linen in this, and this is perfect. I love this foundation. It does keep me matte throughout the day. I do use the 2 Smashbox and Lorac primers underneath. I apply this with a beauty blender and it just gives the best coverage. It's not like too full, but it's not too sheer either. It's like the perfect mix between medium coverage and full coverage. This works perfect for me. This is a perfect everyday foundation, and I believe it's like $23. So it's not too expensive, and I mean, a little goes a long way. I've had this tube for a while now, and there for a while I was using it every single day. So I highly recommend this foundation. And then the other one by Clinique is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation. You guys know I've talked about this so much. I'm literally out of this. I can't get any more out of either of these. I've squeezed and squeezed and nothing is coming out. So I'm going to have to restock on this, or on both of them actually. But this one in particularly, because this one gives you such a beautiful finish. It isn't too matte and it's not too dewy. It is full coverage. You can build this, shear it out if you want. I use this with a beauty blender and it is gorgeous. The Clinique foundation and the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water is gorgeous together. This lasts for such a long time. I don't get oily. It doubles as a concealer as well, so you don't have to worry about putting on the foundation, putting on concealer, and then your powder. You just hit this once, throw some powder on it, and you're good to go. I highly recommend this foundation. I feel like it's not talked about as much anymore, but I love this foundation. It's one of my holy grails. If I had to buy this foundation for the rest of my life, I would. I love it that much. It's $25. You can get this wherever Clinique is sold. Ulta. I think Sephora. Yeah, I got mine at Sephora. Is it sold at Ulta? I don't know. I'm sure it is. But yeah, anywhere Clinique is sold, highly recommend this. They have so many shades. I think they have like 25 shades. So yeah, I'm in the shade Linen in this as well. So another one of my holy grail foundations. I love it so much. I've talked about it so much on my channel. It is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. Stay in Place Makeup. You can kind of tell maybe where I'm at in the bottle. This I can barely get any out of either. It's $42. Sephora and Ulta, basically anywhere Estee Lauder is sold. Once again, this foundation is beautiful on the skin. This and the Clinique these two foundations are my all-time favorite foundations. I will continue to repurchase these two. This gives, like the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation, this gives such a beautiful finish, keeps me matte all day, and it doesn't claim to stay matte all day. It's $42. I'm in the shade Bone. Like I said, I've talked about this so many times on my channel, and I would highly recommend this if you have oily skin. They have a bunch of shades in this as well, and I think they just came out with a new formulation of it, so hopefully I like it the same. I'm going to have to stock up on a new bottle, but yes, I would highly recommend this foundation. I know a few of my friends really, really love this foundation. My friend Taylor swears by this foundation, and she loves it. It's just gorgeous on the face. I apply it with the Beauty Blender, use the same primers under my skin, and yeah, it's a perfect match for me. I love it so much. So for full coverage face, I actually just recently, probably the beginning of this week, just got back onto this foundation just because I'm out of the other three. So I was like, well, I'll grab this again. This is the Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation. I stopped using this just because it was around summertime and I wanted something not so heavy, because as you all know, this foundation is super, super thick, and I got tan during the summer, and this is like my palest shade that I have, I believe, in any of my foundations. I actually use a brush with this foundation, like a buffer brush. I'll show you which one I use. Maybe. I just use the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. I believe Morphe has one that looks similar. I believe it's like the M. I don't know. I'll link it down below for you. I'll link both of these down below. I'm just using the e.l.f. Buffing Brush just so it's not so full coverage. I do have it on today. This is the foundation I'm wearing today, and it just gives you a really pretty finish. It's super matte and super full coverage, but like I said, I do use a brush to sheer it out just a little bit, and then I will go over after I've blended it in with the brush with a damp beauty sponge just to make sure I don't have any brush strokes in my skin and that kind of thing, and just make sure it's seamless and flawless. But yeah, I highly recommend this foundation if you are oily, if you like a full coverage foundation. Just remember that it is super, super thick. It wears nice all day. I do have to blot occasionally, but that's just because I have oily skin, and I mean, I have to blot with pretty much every foundation that I use. So yeah, highly recommend this. I believe it's $40. Like I said, you can find it at Sephora, KatVonD.com, I'm sure, anywhere that sells Kat Von D. Yeah, like I said, I highly recommend this foundation if you're someone who just really likes full coverage foundations. I am the shade Light Warm, and it is a perfect match for me right now. I'm super pale. So yeah, I highly recommend this foundation. And last but not least, this is the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Cream. I am in the shade medium. It is too dark for me right now. I wore this a ton in the summertime. I used it with the Lorac Mattifying Face Primer. Just because I would wear it in the summer when it was super hot and I just wanted to stay matte and not be shiny throughout the day. So this is a gorgeous CC cream. I'm not big on, like I said, I'm not big on light coverage. I like a full face or no makeup usually at all. But this is a full coverage cream. It has a pump. Anyways, it's a really good CC cream, nice full coverage. It's too dark for me right now. I would use a lighter. I would probably say I could go 1 to 2 shades lighter, just because this was my color in the summer. It matched me really, really nice. I wore this to Dollywood. I wore this, where else did I wear this? To Dollywood. I mean, I wore it on a regular basis, but to Dollywood, where I was going to be riding rides and getting sweaty and that kind of stuff. But yeah, if you're wanting a like CC cream and a full coverage, I highly suggest you check this out. It's around $40, I believe. It says, and it actually has SPF 50 in it, so it like doubles as a sunscreen as well. Alright guys, so that is the end of my foundation favorites, drugstore and high-end. If you have any of the same favorites as me, leave them in the comments below. If you have a favorite foundation that I did not mention today, also leave that in the comments below. Talk to me in the comments. I will talk to you right back, girl. Leave me comments. Don't forget to like this video before you leave. Subscribe to my channel. If you like me and you like these videos. If you don't like me, bye Felicia. I'm just kidding. I hope you all are enjoying your week, your day, your night, whenever you're watching this. Yeah, don't forget to come follow me on my social media. It will be listed down below. And leave me comment ideas also in the comments. Okay, I'm done. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Oh, bye-bye.